All right, gang, checking in again on the channel. I have been remiss in providing something that a couple people have been asking for. I'm just always too lazy to clean up the van. So here it is. I'm going to give you the 80/20 aluminum extrusion overview of how I built out this van from one of its many other configurations in 3 weeks. All right, let's get into it. I put in a bed frame, a fridge slide, a cabinet on top of it that holds a 27-inch float monitor arm mount. It also provides for my workspace, cook space, and my battery tray system is also acts as one of the support arms for the bed frame. And underneath it holds all of my electronics and my battery system. The basic way that the van is built is in a number of modules. And I really just thought practically lots of measuring, lots of tweaking. Shout out to my good friend Bryce for coming down and helping me for days in just the final crunch time, literally a week before I left on this adventure. He was willing to go down with me where I built this out again and work with me, grab tools, go get parts, hold stuff, help fabricate himself. He did some of the cutting and the measuring and just a huge amount of support. So thank you, Bryce, for that. Overall, again, very happy with 80/20 to work with. It is meant to be whatever you want it to be. Go to the 80/20 website to learn about the different series, and that basically is how thick or how big structurally the material is. That relates to how much it weighs, but also how strong it is. I opted for 15 series. Overkill, quite frankly, probably overkill, but that's just the way I am. I want to do it once, and I want to be able to tweak it down the road as I want and never have to worry about, is it going to be strong enough for whatever I'm going to do with it? So I'll break down the modulars. The first modular we have is the fridge slide. So I knew I wanted a way to use my Apple TV in a sit-stand configuration if I plug in my computer and wanted to use the computer. So I went ahead and brought my office studio 27-inch BenQ monitor on the road on the hydraulic sit-stand arm that I've used for many years. It adds complexity to it. Again, you got to figure out what works for you. It's really nice to have, sometimes gets in the way a little, but I enjoy having a really big screen with me. Had to build all of this again from scratch in 3 weeks, no diagrams. Don't recommend. There is many ways out there to kind of pre-plan, diagram along, and you're going to save money in the end is really the way. You know, anytime there's a miscut or a miscalculation, you're going to waste money. There's no way around. So more preparation, I could have saved money and time on this build. So first off, out of the gate, ignore the coffee stains. This has been on my list of things to do, and there's just no way around it. Here is how I actually use my fabulous van and the 80/20. So if we look down here, you're going to see that I went ahead and added high-level fridge slides or just lockable slides. So for my fridge, of course, the Dometic DZ75, I have on the left corner, I have the slide as well, but it is non-locking. So I only use one lock, and I put it on the right side so that I can reach down, and with my foot, I unlock it, I reach in and pull out the fridge. Works really, really well. You're going to see I just joined it simply. I used a series of L brackets and inner elbows to bolt this thing together, right? And that is fundamentally, these connections are fundamentally how I built the entire thing. These are just reinforced connectors, all right? And then I used a series, again, 15 series. This is a double wide, and I use that for the whole bed support. If you look under there, right, you're going to see I used a number of cross rails to get my, I think it's a 12-inch latex foam bed, which allows me to sleep quite comfortably here. Okay, that's going to give you a number of different angle brackets, all right? And we're going to go up. So this is fundamentally modular 1. This is completely separate unit that can be unbolted. Let's give a little pull back. Gives me my 27-inch monitor. All right. Over here we have a tiny little wooden shelf that sits above my head. You can see that just holds cookies and random stuff. And that is made out of 10 series, which is much smaller. as it doesn't need to nearly hold the weight. Okay, Snoopy, yes, that's right. Still rocking the Christmas Snoopy van with the Snoopy fleece blanket. Okay, over here, this just holds stuff. This is a single bar, basically brought because what if I needed extra? So I just bolted this to factory holes. One of the great things with Nissan is there's factory holes everywhere. So I was able to do all of this build going only into factory holes. The only times I've put holes in the van that were not there are these tiny sheet metal screws that I pre-drilled and then put in tiny little stainless steel screws to hold in my ceiling panels, which you have seen in another video. So same over here, right? You can just see, again, apologize for the mess, but this is just life on the road. So over here, this provides a number of attachment points, and I simply hang all of my Patagonia and all my different bags right off of it. It's structural. Okay. So let's take a peek down at the battery system for a minute. Bear with me. The van is filled with stuff as we're on the road right now. You can see this is a bottom unit, and that braces in to the left, holds all my electronics. And underneath to the bottom is where all my batteries are. All right, I have 3 100 amp hour batteries. That all sits under there happy and connected. And there's also a little USB fan that's zip tied onto one of the uprights, and that provides some airflow cooling for the solar array. Because as you can see, I kind of just fill the space with bags and stuff, so I travel. This shelf unit, as you can see, was fabricated on the road and just out of some wood bought from Home Depot, and this is built using Series 10. Again, just straight cuts and hardware. This allows me to have extra space on the road. I've reconfigured, again, on the road, reconfigured my shelving arrangement, and this allows me to get 4 5-gallon garrafons of purified drinking water, and this is available pretty much anywhere, so you're always able to grab stuff on the road. And yeah, this, again, looks messy, but super functional. I keep this aisle clear so I can walk the length of the van as I need, get stuff, store overhead, sleeping things, things like that if it gets cold. Come on back over here. And again, here is where I can stand and work and plug in the computer if I want, watch a show. One of the really cool things about the fridge slide is I can just tap this with a foot, pull the fridge out, right? And then if you see behind it, this is simply just the frame, how the framing unit, I went ahead and used these angled pieces, which are available, and this provides a lot of structural rigidity to the unit. So as it is constantly being bounced, the fridge is quite heavy. When it's full, it's quite heavy, and that just allows me to lock it in. Easy. I believe the slide is rated for 500 pounds, so I don't have to worry about, even with the bouncing around, it has not had a problem. Aluminum extrusion is overall extremely easy to work with. It is easy to cut. Just get a metal blade for ideally a table or a chop saw, something that you can very quickly and safely get clean 90-degree straight corners cuts. It cuts very well. It is primarily just expensive. There's no way around it. For the purpose that I wanted of a long-term modular build that is rugged and would hold up to the just harsh conditions that I use it in, and my perpetual need to constantly be tweaking and changing and adding and removing, it's been really perfect for me. All right, team, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I have put together the 80/20 aluminum extrusion in this van, the Nissan 2500 V8 high top. And here I am, of course, it's behind me. I am, boom, off and enjoying it as we speak. So look forward to seeing what you all do when you get out and play with the Legos of the building world, what I like to think of the 80/20. So let me know what you're doing, what you want to see, and thanks for watching. Bye.